Hey guys, I'm gonna try to get through this quick. This is about the plane crash um, that led to the death of the NASCAR legend Greg Biffle and his family on December 18th. And this is connected to 9/11. I'm gonna show you how it's pretty sad. It's just really crazy. But think about think about the aspect of transportation. Okay, so first he was a NASCAR driver, like we mentioned, and then the plane. Right, so transportation is like a huge element of this. So this is gonna be about Mercury, the god of transportation, and we're gonna look at it's gonna have to do with the magic square of Mercury, which is an 8x8 grid, all the numbers consecutively between 1 and 64. So 8 times 8 is 64, right? Magic square of Mercury, god of transportation. And think about how 9/11 was a huge Mercury related event with the planes. So the crash happened to be 8864 days after 9/11. This is huge. This is the biggest, most important part. This is ginormous, and this is just crazy. And also think about how his nickname was the Biff, like Hiram Biff, the architect of Solomon's Temple, the two pillars, the twins, and also Biff Tannen, like how connected Back to the Future is to 9/11, how it predicted it. And there's no denying that. And yeah, so 8864 days after 9/11. Again, that's the magic square of Mercury, 8x8 grid, 8 times 8 is 64, and Mercury is the god of transportation. Right, it's a super transportation related event. Moving on. So thanks to AJ for putting me onto these national holidays. This every day of the year has a day associated with it. So December 18th is actually National Twin Day, which connects even more to the Twin Towers, 9/11. And it's also 16 weeks exactly after the founding of the United States. And yeah, I got thanks to Derek, the creator of the calculator, Gematrinator 85. I learned this from his blog that the 11th of September is 1316 in Latin, which is a huge cipher. I know there's a lot of other things that equal 1316, so I recommend going to his blog to look for them. But this is the most relevant to what I'm talking about here. So yeah, exactly 16 weeks after the founding of the United States, this crash happened. That was by itself was already connected to 9/11, but even more so with this 11th of September is 1316. So it's great. This event is really crazy. Now this is my synchronicity. Okay, so it was my 142nd Mercury birthday, and that has to do with the time of the events of 9/11 because it was 102 minutes long, and 1 hour 42 minutes equates to 102 minutes. So that 142, it being my 142nd Mercury birthday with all that Mercury stuff happening, connected to 9/11 it's just insane. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, that's my personal synchronicity with that. And just to finish it off, this is really interesting. So these are both cars that he drove, 44 and 16. So that connects to the magic square of Jupiter because magic square of Jupiter is a 4x4 grid, and it's the numbers between 1 and 16 consecutively. So 16 is the highest. So 4 times 4 is 16. And this is really interesting in terms of Mercury because Jupiter rules the planets. Jupiter rules the signs that are opposite the signs that Mercury rules. Did I say that right? So Jupiter rules the signs that are the opposite of the signs that Mercury rules. So I'll show you that on the wheel. Okay, so first of all, looking at Mercury, Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. So when you look at Gemini first, the opposite of Gemini is Sagittarius. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So that's what I mean by, so Jupiter rules the sign that's opposite of the one that Mercury rules. And Virgo is opposite Pisces. And Pisces is ruled by Jupiter and Neptune, but still Jupiter. So Jupiter and Mercury have this huge association with them being opposites. So I find it really, really crazy that he drove 44 and 16, which totally connects to the magic square of Jupiter. And then he dies in a huge Mercury connected way with 9/11, with it being 8864 days after 9/11. And again, that is the magic square of Mercury, the god of transportation. So I think you guys got that. I hope you did. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'll try to answer. But thanks to everyone who's contributed to this knowledge that I have, because I've learned so many things from so many people. So yeah, thanks to everybody. And yeah, this is really sad. I feel really bad for, his family and friends and his yeah. I'll just leave it there. Take care. Bye.